How's it going, everybody? It is Scruffy back with a brand new video for you. A lot of people have asked me how I make my videos and how I got my YouTube channel to be so successful, or moderately successful in my humble opinion. So today I'm going to be going through how I make my videos and how I've branded the channel. Now, before we get started in the video, I would like to note that YouTube is not a full-time job for me. It is a part-time side hustle or a hobby, if you will. So I have not invested a lot of money into this, and so I'm going to show you guys that you don't really need to invest a whole lot of money. I think the only expensive thing I bought for this is a capture card. Everything else is kind of already owned or it's free. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. To get started, there are a few things you're going to need to create your YouTube videos. Most of these things are free, so you don't have to worry about spending too much money. The first thing is a gaming console of some sort, whether that be a PlayStation, Xbox, or a PC. Now, for the purpose of this video, I use a PlayStation 4 that's just connected to my living room TV, so that's what we're going to be basing this video off of. Next thing you're going to need is a laptop. That's going to be where you edit and upload your videos, as well as recording your videos from your PlayStation. And you're going to need these three software programs here. That's Streamlabs OBS, OBS Studio, and VSDC Free Video Editor. Those three programs are all free. You can just download them right into your laptop. There's no viruses or anything, so it's all safe to use. I've been using this for years, and I've had no problems. These are all great softwares, all free. Next, you're going to need a capture card, and we'll get that a little bit later into the video. And then you're also going to need, for the purposes of creating an intro and branding yourself, I use Pixel Lab to create the logo and any webcam frames I use. And then I use this website called Panzoid, which allows me to make my intros, and we'll get to that in a minute as well. So, without any further ado, let's go through each of these programs real quick and talk about what their purposes are. Alright, so the first software we're going to look at is OBS Studio. This is the program that almost every streamer and content creator uses. OBS Studio is great because it allows or gives users so much freedom to do whatever they need. As you can see here, it allows you to hook up different mics to record your audio. You can record different videos and all that. Right now I have screen capture on, so you can see me going through the process of making a YouTube video. You can also attach your capture card to this and it will record what you're seeing on your screen. Now, a capture card alone will not work without OBS Studio, so you need this program in order to record anything. It also allows you to change different, or add different elements to your video. So right here I have the logo in the corner. I can also change the holiday logo. I don't know what that just did. And then there's also an option to add web frames. I believe this is one of those. Yeah. So you can just add a whole bunch of stuff. You can also add other little videos on here. So when I record myself or I want myself in the video, I can add a little video here, which will be my laptop screen. So that's OBS Studio. The next one you're going to want is OBS Streamlabs. You're going to want to use this whenever you live stream. This is a better version of OBS when you're live streaming. OBS Studio right here does have the option to stream, but OBS Streamlabs does everything better. Um, Basically, it's just a live version of how you're streaming. So what this does better than regular OBS is it shows you a live subscribe or live view count. So as you're watching or going through your videos, you can see how many people are watching. You can have the option to add a chat box. So if that'll pop right there, that's where all the comments show up on the video, so I can read them as they're coming up. Also, if you go back and watch this video or one of your subscribers misses the stream and wants to go back, they can see all the comments as they're happening, because after the live ends, you can't see the comments that were made during the video. Also, right in this box, it shows the comments again, but bigger, but only you can see that, so you can read them a little bit easier. You can add alert boxes to it, so I can alert anytime somebody subscribes, anytime anyone becomes a member, or anytime somebody makes a donation. And then with donations, that's what this little tip jar is. It makes a little noise whenever somebody donates. At least I'm assuming no one ever donates. And I'm not going to ask you to donate, I just have it there just for, I guess, aesthetic purposes, or to keep a consistency throughout all content creators. So that's OBS Studio. And the last software you're going to want is VSDC Free Video Editor. This is what you're going to use to edit your videos after you have them recorded and uploaded. Now, this is the best free software I have found. It leaves no watermarks or anything like that when you upload it or download your videos after editing them. So it makes it just look a lot more professional. It has so much freedom. You can do so much things with this. And we will get more into VSDC as we start going over how to edit your videos. But that is the three softwares you're going to want to start off with. And next we're going to go into kind of making your introduction and making a logo for yourself. Okay, so when making a YouTube video, you want your channel to have an identity. For us, we are a gaming channel. Now, good things that I want to add to my gaming channel are an introduction and a logo. That way people see who I am, and they, see that logo, see that intro, and they automatically know it is Scruffy. I could throw this logo anywhere. I could even remove Scruffy6910 Gaming, and you'd be able to tell that that is me. Or at least if you're a subscriber. Other big channels like Super or Mr. Beast, or Ninja, you see those logos and you instantly know who they are. You can see those anywhere and you're like, oh, I know that guy. So what we're going to start off with is by making an intro. And by doing that, you're going to use this website called Panzoid. Now, Panzoid is a free uh, clip maker, however you want to say it. But this is how I make my intros and sometimes my outros when I include them. I believe this is all free, like you don't have to give credit or anything like that. If not, then the people whose intros I'm using, I'm so sorry, but I give you credit. This is not my own work, and this YouTube video is going to show that. What this is going to allow you to do is make your intros. What's really nice about this is you can kind of search by song or by music you want in the beginning, or you can just scroll through and find an intro design that you think is really cool. Now, my intro design is no longer up here. Somebody took it down. Not sure why, but I mainly look for songs. And now the songs I like to use for my intro is called the Fat Rat. They are in pretty much every oddly satisfying video you see. It's just that music in the background. It's nice, it's peaceful, and it kind of has a sick beat. So after you type in the song, I'm going to find a video that I like. And you can do that just by clicking on any one of these. Now, this is just an example. Then you're going to want to click Open in Clipmaker. Now here you're still in Panzoid, but now you're in Clipmaker form. This is going to allow you to edit this software or this intro in any way you'd like. So you have all that freedom here. This shows you just the basic settings. Here you can add objects or change it. So here it says group your text. I'm going to change that to Scruffy6910 Gaming. And make sure you do that to both ads. Is there a... Okay, I don't think there's an option to save. Maybe there is. It has been a while since I've done this. Scruffy6910 Gaming. Okay, you have to click enter after you're done. That's what you have to do. Scruffy6910 Gaming. There. And now my name is in here. It's probably going to be a little bit too long for this. This is just for viewing purposes. Also allows you to add different effects, different camera animations. You can add different audios, and here's where you download it when you're done. Now to check this, you click this eye, and it's going to show your logo right here, and you can click play to see how your logo or your intro is going to look. Once you are happy with how your logo looks, you download it. Just find a place to save it. I think that's good. Start video render. And it's going to save this video for me. Now, we're not going to do that because we already have an intro. We don't need extra ones on there. But then you should find it in your downloads, rename it, and save it somewhere you're going to find it. Now, my tip for making introductions is to make it 10 seconds long, or 10 to 11 seconds long. Why you want to do this is because after a while, if people are binging your videos or after they know who you are, they're going to want to skip your intro. And if they're new, you don't want your intro to be, or if you have a new viewer, you don't want your intro to be too long where it dissuades them from wanting to watch the rest of the video. By having it be 10 seconds long, it's not too long, where it loses their attention, but it's long enough for you to kind of like build up that song, build up that hype. And if they are newer, The skip option where you double click your screen if you're on your phone watching YouTube videos is exactly 10 seconds, so it allows them to skip that intro without missing any of the video content. So that's making your introduction, and yeah, there's really not much more to go off of that. So now we'll go into designing our logo. Okay, so for creating your logo, this is where I'm going to jump off my laptop and move to my phone. I'm going to use this app called Pixel Labs. What Pixel Labs does is it allows you to create images through shapes already embedded into the software or through images you found off of Google and want to upload here. So here you can start off with all your backgrounds you want to use. I'm going to jump off to one of my old projects so you can see it. This is the Scruffy 6910 Halloween logo that I designed during Spooktober. So this is the finished project, but as you're building your project, you can just go through the different aspects of this. You can add text here. That's how the Scruffy 6910 Gaming is there. You can add shapes. That's that square background. Here you can add images. That's where the shark came from. And you can just work with all the different aspects of it. You can crop it, you can change the size, change the color. And this app just allows you to do everything you want to make your own logo. Now the only thing here taken from Google is the Scruffy Shark that was off of ClipArts. Everything else I designed myself. So this allows you to create a logo and change the colors to make it your own. Nobody else has this shape created. I didn't go off of a website and say, hey, I need a gaming logo. Other than the shark part, but that was just kind of like a free to use thing. But this makes it your own. Nobody else has it. You don't have to owe anyone money or pay for anything. And your logo can be really anything. So I have a pretty simplistic logo. I know a lot of people have more of an advanced logo, or they have their likeness made into a logo through a Bitmoji or whatever. But this is what I do for my videos, just real nice and simple, and it is my own. So that's really all you have to do for logos. This is up to your discretion. Make it as you wish. Do whatever you wish with it. Just make it your own. Now, next thing we're going to go through is choosing the videos you want to record and how to record the videos from your gaming system. Alright, so after you have your channel identity all figured out and ready to go, you have your intro, you have your logo, and you know exactly what your channel is going to be about, the next step is to record your videos and figure out what you want to record. So for me, my channel is obviously about beating trash talkers and toxic people in Mortal Kombat, just overall posting gaming content. Now there are a couple ways to go about recording it. You can go to PlayStation and do the screen capture or video record. That is one way, and there are pros and cons to that. The pros being that it's free, it's quick, it's super easy. You click one button and it records your screen for you. You can also, if you don't start off recording it and you want to go back, you can record up to like half an hour before, so you don't miss anything. However, it's limited. You can't hear what other people are saying unless they give you permission, and they have to be in a PlayStation party with you. So that doesn't really work well if you want to record randoms. The video quality is also a little bit lower on the PlayStation Capture than it is in other ways. Now what I use is a capture card, and here are just some few of them on Amazon. Um, they run from pretty cheap to pretty expensive. Obviously, the more expensive ones, the name brands like Elgato, are going to have higher quality and give you a little bit more freedom with what you're doing. The one I use is right here, different brand but same exact capture card. What this does, it allows me to record what I'm seeing on my PlayStation and what my TV is seeing. So anytime somebody's on the mic playing against me and they turn on their mic and start trash talking or anything like that, this capture card is able to pick it up and record it. So when people ask like, oh, how did you get to record the other people's voices? This is what I do it. Now, when I bought mine, it was a little bit more expensive. It was $80, but here it is on sale for $40 on Amazon. It's up to your discretion on which way you want to go. I would avoid these ones or anything like this. I would go with a nice solid box like that that allows you, because you're going to need at least these 3 ports. I never use these. I've tried using them, don't know what they are. Like for plugging in headsets and mics, but it just cuts out all audio. So it's up to your discretion how much you're willing to spend and how much you want to invest into your YouTube channel. What I would advise is starting off with something cheap. I wouldn't spend more than, $30, $30, $40 until your channel starts earning you money. And then I would use that money to maybe bump up to an Elgato. That's just going to allow your videos to look crisper. audio is going to be in line with the video. There's not going to be any delay. There's not going to be any lag in the recording. It's just going to make your videos look a lot nicer. So I'm going to show you real quick how this works. I'm going to switch over to phone recording to the screen grab, and it'll show you how to set up the capture card and start recording your videos. Alright, how's it going, everybody? We are live in Scruffy's living room, and here is my setup for my gaming. I have my PlayStation with the shark skin that my rabbit started eating. We have our TV, and we have our laptop and capture card. So this is what my capture card looks like. It only comes with this blue cord. You're going to have to get this HDMI cord by yourself. Fortunately, that's usually not included with it. So I'm going to show you how this works and how to set it up. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go back to our laptop. We're going to open up OBS Studio. So the point of me opening up OBS Studio is just to show you what it looks like normally. So that's it with the screen capture. That's what you guys have been seeing throughout this video. That's what it looks like with no capture card attached. We're going to exit out of this, or else there's going to be a delay. So all you have to do with this blue cord, our USB cord, plug that into the USB port on your laptop. This is going to be a little awkward to look at because I'm doing this one-handed. There we go, and we're in. Now the other cord, this is where it gets tricky. You have your HDMI cord that goes in your capture card. That's going to be in your HDMI. Let's see if I can show. I have an Android, so please don't judge too much. That says HDMI input, HDMI output. So in the back of your PlayStation, you should have an HDMI cord that plugs, that's your TV. This is your TV plugging your PlayStation. As you can see, no signal. This is now going to go into this portion of your capture card. So now your TV is plugged into this capture card. Your HDMI cord on your capture card is now going to go into the back of your PlayStation. Got it the first try, that's nice. Now your TV should turn back on. There's me, the shadow recording. But now it's gonna take a second to register. At least for my TV it does. But now our capture cord is all set up. So when we go to OBS Studio, it is now going to show my PlayStation. And let me grab my PlayStation controller here. And see, it's in live time. As I scroll, it's also going to scroll through the capture card. Now, I have my volume muted on my TV for this purpose, but this will allow you to record audio of whatever your TV is hearing. And you can probably actually hear it, even though my TV is muted with the remote. You should hear my PlayStation still on this laptop. All right, sorry about that. I accidentally clicked the wrong button. Anyways, as you are ready to record your video, there's just this option here that says start recording. Then you just record it for however long as you want. This will record indefinitely until either your laptop dies or you just decide to end it. I've recorded videos that are like 3 hours long. Now what I normally do is after every match in Mortal Kombat is I will stop recording, decide if I want to keep that video or not, and if not, I will delete it just so I don't take up too much space and so I don't have to go through hours of video to edit the one clip I want. So that's how I record my videos. That will capture anything your opponent says, any trash talking. The only downfall is it will not hear what you say, so if I go and plug in my mic to my PlayStation controller, it will cut off all audio going to my PlayStation. And see right there, it's even picking up whenever people send me messages or invite me to parties. So that's the perks of having a capture card, and I'd say the only cons are that it is quite costly. And you have to have this big bulky setup. I do have rabbits that love to chew cords. Let's see if they're down there. They're not really down there. Sleeping by the door. But that's the only downside. It's kind of messy, and it's a setup. It takes a little bit to set that up, and I have to have my laptop on the ground. And sometimes this does get hot. It's not recording anything, so it's not hot right now. But that's the setup for the capture card. That's how I record my audio and my video. All right, next step we're going to do is what you do with your audio after you record it. Alright, so after you guys have your video recorded and you're ready to start editing, that's where you're going to hop back to VSDC Free Video Editor. Like I said earlier, this is the best video editor software I have found on the market. Completely free, there's no watermarks or anything like that, and you don't have to pay to get good quality videos. So first thing you're going to do, you're going to want to import your content. It's going to pop this. I always start off with my intro and outro. So where is it? Right here. So bam, click finish. Our video is now in here. Gonna let it play just to get to the end of the clip. After this, then you're gonna want to add whatever video you're ready to start editing. You can do that through the add object, video, go to videos, and here's just the latest Mortal Kombat one that I worked with. This one's a pretty long clip, but VSDC allows you to kind of snip it down and edit as you go. So you're able to cut the videos through this cut thing, get rid of any nonsense that was before that you don't need, and then you can drag, or click, drag, and move it over. Let's just say we're going to clip again here until you have the size of the video you want. You can go through frame by frame if you want to get exactly the edits you want. You can also go by second if you need to go through a little bit faster and don't need to go through frame by frame. So just get rid of that nonsense. Now, important thing to note when doing Mortal Kombat videos like this is you do have to censor quite a bit of stuff. That is something that YouTube will demonetize if they see any type of blood or extreme violence. So when I censor my videos, I'm going to start off by, cutting a certain scene because you only want to work with a certain portion. I usually go by frame until the end of the scene. If it's a fatal blow, it takes a little bit longer, so I'll use the second skip to get to where I need. So let's just say this is our scene right here. Once you have that, you're able to click on this object name over here, or your object tab, and select just that scene where that crushing blow or fatal blow was. From here, what I do is I go to Video Effects, Adjustments, and Hue Saturation Value, and then check Whole Parent Value. That's going to click that whole scene for you, that certain section you cut. And from here, this pop-up's going to hop up on the right, or this pop-up's going to show up on the right, and I change my hue levels to 160. What that does is going to make that scene green. It's going to just, for the most part, green is going to change around the colors of everything. I think the one color that's really mainly left out is red, other than the logo, which goes from green to red. But that's going to kind of censor any blood that might be seen. It's going to make it look green. Now, YouTube is going to see that red blood, and that's where they're going to use to demonetize your video so you can't make money off of it, or it's even going to shut your video down saying it's too violent. So that's what I do, is going to censor your videos for you and make it look nice. There's a few other things you can do here. You can add text, you can add other images in videos. You can move stuff up through these green arrows, so that way it's seen, it's going to interrupt your other things is going to be on top. So like if I change the size of this, you kind of have a double video there. That's just going to last as long as that scene lasts. This is for something for you guys to play around with. I'm just kind of showing you the basics of what I do to censor my videos so that I don't lose money. And at the end, when you're done and you're ready to export your project, always make sure the first thing you do is your output file here. You want to change your name. Change it to something that so you know where to find it. I always save it in this video in progress tab. I have an example from earlier that I did, so I don't have to save this one, but you're just gonna, save it. We're gonna change this name real quick though, just for an example. Videos in progress, random name. Save. That's the first thing you want to do. After this, and just a note, if you go to export file, you change your name and then go back to editor, you will have to rename your file because it does not save it unless you export it. So then you're going to export it. Now when you originally click export, it's going to have this pop-up that says, hey, you use premium features. You need to pay. So it's right here, to be able to export it and make use of the pro version. So you have to upgrade and pay. However, if you go down to export the project without premium features, you click continue. Now that hardware acceleration, all that does is make it quicker to download like this. And here we go, our video is starting to download. At the end of it, it's going to have this pop-up that says, congratulations, your video is downloaded. We don't need this whole thing, not going to make you watch all that download. So now your video is downloaded and you should see it in our file folder. There it is. That is our video, and that is how you use VSDC to edit it. If you guys have more questions about this, feel free to comment below, and I'm more than happy to answer it. And I can even go through a full walkthrough of how I make these videos. So that is pretty much all you have to do for making your YouTube videos. Um, After that, all you have to do is upload it to YouTube. And we're going to skip to YouTube right now so I can show you guys how these videos, like what I do to go through these videos. Alright, so the last thing with your YouTube videos is you want to create them, obviously upload them to YouTube. You can go here, create, upload videos. I'm going to select our files. Don't ignore this. Where is it? Videos. And we're going to upload our example. So that's going to upload it. So what I like to do with my videos, you want to have a grabbing title. You're going to want to like draw attention to it. So what I always do is I start off by going like MK11. Let's go. Oh my god. Combat League in all caps with that colon at the end. This is going to let people know that this is a Mortal Kombat 11 Combat League video. Actually, I got that backwards. Normally that intro is lowercase. So that's how people know that this is going to be a Combat League video. Then I give a attention grabbing title. So if I'm beating a trash talker, I'm going to have something like Trash Talker gets destroyed by Scruffy. It's all caps, grabs the attention. The main part is there, the trash talker. Now, what I do different than a lot of people is I like to talk, and I'm kind of weird where it takes me forever to explain the main point, as you guys can tell in this video. So right here, I usually just type off maybe a little paragraph, kind of explaining what's happening in the video. I give any shout outs if there's a shout out, if there's any songs that I need to give credit to, this is where I do all that. The thumbnail, we'll get to that in a second. Here's where you can change your different playlists if you wish. Playlists are kind of a waste of time in my opinion, but sometimes I split them up just a little bit better. Main thing you want to do here is click no, it's not made for kids. Even if you are making a video that's more kid friendly, like there's some videos where I do it's a little bit more kid friendly, like the Pokemon card videos I did earlier in the year. Those are kid friendly. There's really nothing going on that a kid shouldn't be able or couldn't see. However, if you say yes, it's made for kids, then you can't monetize the videos, and I think comments are, you can't make comments on it. You can't, and like how when you're scrolling through, you can get that quick little preview of it. You can't do that either for kids videos. So always just put it no, it's made for kids, unless your channel is kid specific. But then you won't make any money off of it. The last thing I do is I will add some tags to here. These tags, what they do is when somebody starts, searching for your videos, that these tags are what's going to be used to, show it. So what I like to do is it's still on caps lock. I like to do trash talker. Let's say that's the point. Do a comma, Mortal Kombat 11. That way, if somebody is on YouTube and they search Mortal Kombat 11 Trash Talker videos, it's going to pop up. The algorithm is going to notice both of these tags and be like, hey, here's a video that's Mortal Kombat Trash Talker. For other things, real quick, monetization. This won't happen until you get at 1,000 subscribers. Once you get 1,000 subscribers, you can apply for monetization, make it happen. Click that on, done. Then add suitability. This is asking what the video is about to make sure it's safe to add ads. So you all the way at the bottom you can say none of these apply, and then it'll be like YouTube again will review it just to make sure, and they'll be like, okay, you're safe for ad. So what I do is I always add violence here for Mortal Kombat, and I click this first one: law enforcement or blah, 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 unedited gameplay, violence occurring after the first 15 seconds, mild violence with minimal blood, dead bodies are fully censored, blah blah blah. That's the one I use because I censor my video. And since you censor your video, it says safe for ads. All ads are allowed. You can earn money on everything. Now, if you kind of go down, this is limited ads, so only certain ads will show up. If you show all of this, still limited ads. I believe there's somewhere it says no ads allowed at all. And at the end, you're going to have to submit your rating. I'm going to turn off monetization so we don't have to go through all that. But you will have to submit the rating, and then YouTube will check it for all that. Next, at the end of your videos, what you can do, I don't know why it's not here. Oh, the video's probably not long enough. Yeah, add 25 seconds. But you can add, like, at the end of some of my videos, you'll see you might like this, or here's another video you might like. This is where you add that. And visibility, make it public. You never really want it unlisted or private, because then only you can see it. But I always check, make it public so everyone can see it. Or if I'm doing something where I work on multiple videos a day, I will schedule them, and you can change when you want that video to occur, the date and the time. It's going to be set to your time zone, so whatever you're working with. Now, this is the next important part of making your YouTube channel, is you don't want to post multiple videos in one day. And if you do, split them up at least 12 hours, 6 to 12 hours is what I would say. This way, people that are subscribed or all that can see your videos as they're coming through. If you start posting multiple in one day, that most recent one is going to be the one that takes up your timeline, and your other videos that you posted are not going to get a chance to generate views and therefore generate revenue for you. Try and set your time if you're scheduling or when you're uploading, so that when people are going to be watching it, so early morning when people are waking up or getting ready for the day, the afternoon when people are taking lunch breaks, or at night when people are getting ready to settle down. Now you can really do it at any time too, like I was saying, and then people can just remember to go back and watch it, but I think the safest to do it when people are going to watch it immediately. Alright, so whenever you make a thumbnail for your YouTube video, what I like to do is make it related to my video. I don't like a whole lot of those clickbait thumbnails where it's like, oh my god, you'll never believe this. Or the ones I'm seeing now is, oh my god, Mortal Kombat 12 release date. And that shows a video of a scorpion or a different character that looks like it could be from Mortal Kombat 12. Then you watch the video and see that that was just clickbait. I like to be honest with my viewers. So what I do, and I'm not going to mute it because I don't know how it's going to affect it. Maybe I'll mute just this video when it pops up, but I like to go into the video. Alright, so I like to go into the video, and then from here I like to take a screenshot. We're just going to start this video over. There we go. Full screen. Restart the video. Get our mouse out of the way. You have to go in this corner for this. They updated this, so it's a little weird. So basically, find a scene you want to have be your thing. Normally, I do the the ending or the intros to the characters. Then I'll screenshot it. This laptop's a Samsung laptop, so it acts more like a phone than a laptop here. But I just took a screenshot of it. From here, I go to Pictures, go to Screenshots, and I find the clip that I screenshotted. From here, I will right click, then open with Paint 3D. This is a software that's automatically downloaded on all your laptops. If not, it is free. This app kind of sucks, I'm going to be honest. It's not the greatest. If you make a mistake, you can't just go back and edit it later. You have to completely undo it. But what I use this for is just making my thumbnails. So what I do is I go to text here, and I found a font that I like, the Showcard Gothic. I'll make it nice and big, make it white so it stands out, bold, and center it. Then from here, go from corner to the picture to corner, and then I will just type what I want to be. Example, enter, 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 video. Now before I click off, I'm going to set this to where I want it so it's nice and centered. And sometimes, if the background, this A, for example, is a little bit hard to see against that light background, you can change the color, but I like to keep it white because most of the times it's dark in the background. This makes it easier to see. And then I click off, and see, I cannot go back and edit this text at all. So that's why you want to wait till the end before you click off, make sure it's centered exactly where you want. And then, like always, you can just save this, and it'll update it into your file or folder wherever you saved it. And that's how I make those. After I do that, we're going to save this example. Now when I go back to YouTube, I'm going to upload my thumbnail, go to Pictures, Screenshots, and right here, Example Video. Open. Now here, I'm glad this actually happened, because this is another thing I want to show you. Thumbnails cannot be bigger than 2 megabytes. Sometimes doing this, it makes it. You can check it by hovering over it. Mine is 2.17 megabytes. So all you have to do with that, go back to Paint 3D, and actually it's still open right here, and just crop it down a little bit. So I'm just going to change the... There we go. Maybe it don't need to be that excessive. Just edit out the little parts or crop it to the little parts you don't need, and then save again. This should update immediately. Sometimes it doesn't. See, now it's down to 1.90 megabytes. And now that's going to upload just fine. And bam, that's our thumbnail. Now that is everything that you need to do to make your YouTube channel. The last little bit of advice you need is just get lucky. Find something, when you're uploading your videos, find something that you know people are going to want to watch. What I do is I find stuff that, I know I want to watch. The YouTuber that I kind of started my channel off of he is Breaks. His video is nothing but trash talkers and spammers getting destroyed. And that's what I like. That's what I like to watch. And he has a pretty large following, actually. But find a content that you like, that you want to make. So this guy obviously makes a lot of trash talking videos, and that's what I like to watch. That's what I wanted to do. And obviously a lot of other people want to see that trash talking stuff. That's why I have so many followers. Once you do that, just upload the content as you can. Try and get as much content as you want. Let's see how many videos I even have here. I have no idea how to see it. Well, maybe there is a way, but I have like 350 videos posted, I believe. So just keep posting it, and eventually you are going to get lucky. That's what happened with me. I was getting maybe one subscriber every week. Nothing was getting anywhere. I wasn't getting any views. I had a few loyal followers that were like, "Oh my god, I like your videos. This is awesome." And then one morning I woke up and I just had one video. This video went from 100 views to all of a sudden 10,000 views just overnight. And that's just because um, YouTube saw, or YouTube picked that video for the algorithm. People saw it. They saw this. The title, "Destroying Trash Talker Gets Destroyed." Right here in the thumbnail it says "Destroying Spammers." That grabs people's attention, so they watch it. And just overnight, I went from 100 views on a video to 10,000. I went from 100 subscribers to 1,000 subscribers in a week, just based on getting lucky with YouTube. Then, of course, as one video starts getting momentum, all of a sudden all your videos are going to start getting more momentum because now people recognize you. They're going to check out your channel. They're going to see what else you got. So all it takes is a little bit of luck, but you also need to make sure your stuff looks good. You don't want to post anything that looks mediocre or bad or laggy. So hopefully this video helps you guys build up your channel and make it something that people are want to see, and hopefully you can start making some money off of it. That's all I got now. If you have any questions, feel free to comment in the video below. If you have any suggestions on what you do with your video or have any tips, feel free to comment below. I know this is a long-winded video. I'm going to break it up in parts for you guys, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.